Okay. Testing out the new mount. It looks jiggly to me, but maybe the stabilization will take care of it. It's actually darker out than it appears on film or on camera. You can see the mount obviously on the right hand side over here. I can live with it. That base rotates 360 degrees, so it's kind of, I thought it would be take a little more effort to turn it, but boy, when I hit a bump, it just whips right around, you know. Anyway, so I'm trying to get back to my hotel before dark, and just doing a test run on the camera or on the phone, hands-free. I ended up stopping for dinner. You'll see that on a video. I had my clothes altered, some of them, my undergarments, and man, I'm happy. Holy smokes. And then they invited me to dinner on my way back from the mountains, and I thought, yeah, you know, they were kind of hinting around. I caught the feeling, I got the vibe that they were trying to give me a, you know, a blind date or whatever with their niece. And so I was like, I think I'm gonna pass, you know what I mean? But then I thought, you know, how many times do you get offered dinner to a stranger's house in Thailand? Probably all the time, actually. But you know, when's the next time I'm going to be up this way, right? So why miss an opportunity to make friends, you know? So I did. I went, and we had tilapia and snakehead fish and some of these other little fish that I don't really like, but I ate them. They're just teeny, maybe an inch long, deep fried, the whole smash, you know. How do you gut a little fish like that, right? And some different Indian gooseberries, which are good for diabetes, some kind of little melon thing that are about the size of an almond. They're good for diabetes because the lady is diabetic, so she's all up on natural remedies. Of course, she injects insulin like I do, and her husband, he's 62. He looks to be in great health, you know. Not your typical, yeah, just cut me off there, Skippy. Jeez Louise, man. Anyway, so, and then I met Denise. You know, we had a good dinner, all that stuff. Denise showed up. Well, actually before dinner, but I went outside and I filmed the fish and filmed some more of the garden and played with the cat, and then, okay, dinner's ready. So then I went, you know, sat down to eat dinner, and the niece did all the translating with the phone. She would just hold it up to me and I would talk, and then she'd tell the aunt and uncle what I said, right? So, and it was back and forth like that. So she was hitting either Thai or English. She doesn't speak any English either, so. But it's interesting to do that, you know. But dinner was good, company was good, I had some, oh, you want some thumb Thai? And I'm like, yeah. And I could just count the chili peppers on it, and I'm like, oh my God. But, you know, I go with it, you know. So I went with it, and man, oh man, it was spicy. And then this other dipping sauce was very, very spicy, but I fared well, you know. But that was flipping 2 hours ago, give or take. So I'm gonna stop at the PTT up here, because let's see, it's 17:45. I think the hotel room service closes at 1900, maybe 20, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to stop at 7 and get a if 5-star is still open, I'll get something from the 5-star. If not, I can have a you know, I don't know, get a boiled egg or something like that, you know, something. Is that ham sandwich? I had a ham sandwich today, earlier, and like half of one. And I tell you what, man, gut bomb. I mean, it hit me like bad street food, you know. I'm just not used to Western type, you know, totally processed kind of stuff, you know. I'm like, man alive, I was really hurting. So I had to stop. Oh my God. I was in a residential area, you know, coming from the mountains, and, you know, I'm like, either I'm gonna get arrested or I just pulled up to somebody's house and asked if I could use their restroom. No kidding. Just, that's a pretty roundabout. It's got these big elephants on it. Really pretty. Mei-chan, or Mai-chan. See there? See that my mount went. Look at that! It's just like on its own, baby. So I tell you what, one of my missions is to make a proper mount. I'm going to design it, have it printed up, because they tout, oh, it's this flexible and it doesn't bounce around and all this kind of stuff, but it's always got some shit flaw that you gotta fight, you know. You get it one way, but then you can't turn it enough because the ball and the socket are fixed. So I want to come up with a design that's not going to be crap. What would really be nice would be a gyroscopic one. That'd be cool. But that ain't happening. Yeah. So I think there's a 7 up here pretty quick, or I don't know why the hell it's telling me to do a U-turn when that's the way I came from. I think after I make this left up here, you can see the green lights. There's a PTT. So Now what I'm going to do is put my hand kind of under this while I make this turn. Yeah, people coming from the right, so I'm going to let them get by me. Every time I've hit this before, it's been red on their side. So I'm just going to sit back. Like I said, it looks brighter, way brighter than it is. It's amazing. But I'm like 9 clicks from the hotel now, finally. Good Lord. I am knackered. I am flipping tired. I'm flipping tired. And tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the Opium Museum or I don't know. I'm going to be Googling some stuff tonight and figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. Yeah. It looks like daylight in the phone camera. It literally looks like daylight. It's definitely not daylight. It's dark. It's dark. Yeah. And I don't like driving in the dark. Hey, I got an interesting comment today. I can't seem to find it, so I think the individual that made the comment deleted it and probably, most likely, unsubscribed, which is sad, but not for me, sad for them. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I got the speech on regarding Soy 7 and the opening and all that of Nick's Bar 7. Wow, barely see that frickin' 3-wheeler there. Oh, and Loy Krathong lit off last night. Yeah, and they were I didn't even realize it. It just did not dawn on me that it was Loy Krathong. No idea. Anyway, apparently my viewers and the public do not deserve to see women disrespected. And I'm paraphrasing here. I'm going off of memory. But these were professionals from Bangkok. That's their career of choice. Just like a Chippendales or a Thunder from Down Under dancer. I'm talking men, you know. Is that disrespectful? You gotta go up to them and say, hey, you're disrespecting men. Or go up to the women. You're disrespecting women. Jesus Christ, many sakes, man. You want to you want to touch my hot button? You just did. Okay. I'd like to say some profanity and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna. You know, I believe in freedom of speech and all that stuff. And you were polite in your rejection of the process or of the event or whatever, however you want to call it. I'm flipping tired. But honestly, I don't think it's disrespectful. Okay? Period. I don't. Now, I know a lot of men that think that's disrespectful. You know, I'm not singling you out because you're a woman. I assume by the name you're female. I got to offend some people here. I only believe in two genders, period. Okay? Oh my God, they got that closed off. Well, Shinola. Well, we're going on a freaking tour, people. I should stop here and get food. So I'm being rerouted around the section. Yeah, oh man, chicken, roti. Holy smokes, look at this. They're doing it up. I'll tell you what, back in the day, I was using a paper map, pulling over, jotting down numbers on the flipping map, and now we have GPS. So it's telling me 180 meters, turn right. Okay, I shall do that. But as far as disrespectful, I cry bullshit. It's not disrespectful. Number one, they're choosing to do it. And they're good. It takes a lot of discipline to... the thing I don't like is calling it pole dancing. I wish they had a different name for it. It you know, when you go to a circus and you see the gymnastics, you see the trapeze artists and stuff, right? They're scantily clad. I don't see anybody complaining about that being disrespectful. You know, come on, man. Seriously. Seriously. 30 meters. I think this is it. And I got a red light. So, if they're choosing to do it, and people are choosing to show it, how can that be disrespectful? You are imposing your beliefs on everyone else. You want everyone else to conform to what you think. And I think that's what's wrong with America today. I don't know about what country you're from or anything like that. You know, dude, I got a green light, okay? And you're blocking my freaking way. Look at you guys. Come on. Hey. I'll ram your ass. I ain't shitting you. I will push you out of the fucking way. It's my green, not yours. Yeah, kiss my ass. Watch, I'm going to stop right now. Make him stop. You see what I mean, though? You're imposing your little belief on me and everyone else. You want everyone else to conform to you. And again, that's what's wrong with the United States today. You got the few controlling the many because they call it woke. I hate calling it woke. Woke. You know, I just can't stand that word. I think pathetic would be good. Would be a better word. You know, grow up. It's just ridiculous. Talking about Iran, huh? This is Iran. And I ain't stopping until I get to my destination. Hotel I stayed at was quite nice. I honestly, I don't recall what the heck it cost per night. But look at that little rig there. It looks like a big quad. Up here to the right. Right there. Look at that. Look at that suspension of that thing. Damn. Yeah, it looks like I don't know, Arctic Fox, John Deere, freaking, I don't know. Whatever. But, again, you're entitled to your opinion, and I believe in freedom of speech. So, I left your comment up. Now, I don't see it, because I went back to refer to it, and it's gone. Now, usually I take screenshots of stuff like that because I know they're not going to like my reply. And my reply was polite. I wasn't bashing, or I was just saying, I think you're wrong. So at that point, we're having a debate, or really, it's like talking to a fence post. I've made up my mind, you made up yours, so it's really, you're just blowing hot air, right? You can't convince somebody. It takes a master to convince somebody to change their mind. They have, stern beliefs on something, period. So that's why I say it's like talking to a fence post. But you brought it up, not me. So I'm disrespectful. Yeah. Go to any of Nick's bars, which there's a number of them, and ask if I'm disrespectful. Or ask them if they feel they're being disrespected. Do that. See what kind of response you get. You'll get shot down like a Chinese balloon over North America. Fact. Disrespect. Yeah. Well, I lied. I'm not gonna end this when I get to my hotel. I'm gonna end it at the PTT I see ahead. It is blacker than black right now. Well, not quite, but 1800 and it's dark. Quite dark. But no, that's fine. I've been called a lot disrespectful. I've been called a lot worse. Trust me. And that's too bad. That's unfortunate, because that video or that series is a one-off. Nick doesn't open a bar every week, right? And I don't live in Pattaya, right? I gotta be real careful. This lady on the motorbike is like right on me, and I don't want to run her over. That would really suck. Okay. I see 5-star. I see the lights still on. I see a motorbike parked in my spot. Let's see if they're open. Man, it looks open. I see a body. I see a body. All right. I am shutting her down. I appreciate you guys listening. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Bye.